just ordered some breakfast, some paratha, and I guess it's like a chole. Really hot curry.
It's blowing my head off.
Really? A bit more.
Really nice, but really hot.
This is probably my favourite thing about travelling, especially in Asia, is just real food like this, rather than stuff they cater for in Western restaurants. This is for breakfast, and this is the hottest thing that we have had in the whole time we've been in India.
That was probably the tastiest meal we've had since we've come to India. It was super spicy, but I really like that because I know that's actually how the locals have it. I think up until now they keep toning down the spice in our meals, and it cost less than $1 for both of us. It was amazing. First full day in Jaipur. We've walked over to the city palace and we're going to go inside and explore what there is in there.
So I think we are probably finished for the day at the City Palace. I'm sure it's really interesting for lots of people. For us, it's not really our cup of tea.
I think it's a bit of a letdown compared to what we saw in Nahargarh 2 days ago.
It's much more modern, looking at stuff from like between 200 and 100 years ago.
And the architecture I don't think is as interesting.
Nowhere near as interesting as what we saw in Nahargarh. More about textiles and the artwork from 100 years ago.
It costs like $7 to get in, which I think is quite expensive for what it is, if I'm honest.
Yeah, compared to a lot of the things in Agra, it's very different. Anyway, we're going to head to the Water Palace next.
No, we're going to go and get some lunch.
Lunch and then the Water Palace.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed we'll be a little bit more interested. It's not to say this place isn't interesting, it's just not our cup of tea.
Not for us.
Yeah.
So second slight disappointment of the day, we're at the Jal Mahal, also known as the Water Palace. We read that this palace has 4 layers underneath the water, and you can go inside and you can look through at the water. So we took here, and then the driver said, why you want to come here, because you can't go inside anyway. And basically the palace is there on the water. It does look pretty cool, but it's just surrounded by rubbish as well, and we can't go inside. So on to plan B, I think.
To see you, and I want to see myself as well. Will you please write something? How can I see you? Because it is more interested to see me as that me and on YouTube as well.
Like this?
Okay, Global. That's your ID?
Yeah.
Alright. So I just write that in the YouTube.
In YouTube, yeah, and you find it.
And I find it me as well?
There's a little bit of you.
Whatever, yeah, whatever. If you can put it on me.
So for some reason in Jaipur, the kids just love kites. There are literally kites everywhere. It's really cool. So we're just walking up to Nahargarh Fort. I'm really hoping this isn't the third strike today because it's quite a long way up. We're hoping to try and catch the sunset over the city. It's a bit cloudy, hazy today, so it might not be a great sunset. But the view does look pretty good on the way up, so fingers crossed.
least there's a marrow.
Third time lucky today.
Yeah, it's actually been really good once we got up here. There's this pretty steep walk, but it's much more interesting, and there are some great views across the city.
It's absolutely stunning.
There is like a palace in the sort of the fort up here, which is what we've just been touring around. And
the sun is sort of going down, and it's that beautiful afternoon glow on everything. Like the building looks really nice and yellow in the light. It's quite nice.
It's worth a visit.
There are other people up here, but it's not crazy busy. There's a nice amount of people, I think. We don't feel like we're walking around somewhere abandoned, but we're not, fighting for space. So.
Which is nice. I don't think we'll stay around for sunset because there's just so much haze and dust and smog around again, but it was worth a visit.
Yeah, definitely worth a visit.
Yeah, done for the day at Nahargarh Fort. Definitely worth a visit. Madhavendra Palace is also pretty cool, set up on the hill. You can imagine what it probably used to be like. We were warned about drunks and problems walking up here in a really steep, windy path. We didn't see any trouble, but there was a ton of broken glass and stuff. And we're going to try and get down now before it gets dark, otherwise it's going to be an expensive tuk-tuk all the way off the backside of the hill and right the way around. So we're going to try and get down now, and fingers crossed no trouble. In Jaipur there is so many kites everywhere. There's kites flying. Like, you look across the city and there's like every other rooftop has a kid on it flying a kite. I just like, this must be some kind of festival or something. And I just got chatting to a local guy and I asked him, and he said no, there's no festival. There is in January, and there's some kind of kite festival, and apparently the city goes crazy and the whole sky is covered in kites. But it just surprises me that they are so popular and they're everywhere. There are so many kites over the entire city. It's madness, but it's cool. It's really cool. We are heading back out to the same street food place where we went this morning. Reason for that is, that's where we went last night. Really nice guy actually bought us some dinner, and it was really light. It was one of the best plates of food I've had in the whole of India. It really surprised me. So we're going to go back there and see if we can see the guy making it, and then we'll taste it and see what it's like. So we'll head back. We might try some other things as well. It's a great little street food place with like loads of little carts, and it's just a short walk from where we're staying. A plate of bel puri. This is one of my favourite things that I've had so far in India. It's really fresh, really light. It's like crisp rice with tomato, onions, spices, and then topped with like lemon, lime juice, coriander, lemon zest. It's really, really tasty, really light, healthy. What is this one called?
Say puri.
Say puri.
Say puri.
Yeah, this one's also really, really good. Same kind of basis, but put it in like one crispy shell, so you can like pick it up in a bite-sized thing, along with some like sweeter sauce on it. Both incredibly good plates of food for next to nothing. It's amazing.
Come to India. Come to India and eat
the
Indian
street
street
food.
food.
Really speak up.
Okay. You're doing it. So, good morning. So today is our first full...
We already done good morning.
Did we? From what we read,
Hang on, stop.
it's also known as a water palace.
So we're just gonna head straight down.
What?
So we are done for the day at. Stop poking your tongue out at me. We are done for